I'm Annabel Sowemimo. I'm currently studying medicine at UCL. My interest in drama started quite early, probably when I was about 10, and I became a member of the National Youth Theatre when I was about 16, and I joined Junior Guildhall, and then my directing started much later, I'd say. Just before I went to uni, I worked as a course assistant with the National Youth Theatre. When I started at UCL, they have something called the Freshers' Plays, and I started off assistant directing with the Freshers' Plays, and then they also have a summer show which is quite outdoors, and I like doing things that are quite different in terms of spacing, so I got involved directing that as well. I then moved on into my second year to directing my own Freshers' Play, which was called The Grouch. It's the modern version of Molière's play The Misanthropist, and I quite like trying to think outside the box, so I think my cast thought I was a bit zany at the time, a bit crazy. I decided to do it with no furniture at all. It was difficult, but I liked using physicality, and I just really enjoyed directing at UCL. I also started up something called Drama Jam, which involves going into schools local to UCL and delivering free drama workshops. It's quite easy with drama because you love performing and people love directing, that people just tend to focus on that, but there's so much more you can get from drama. It can be used you know, in recovery, to help people through bullying. The project's been growing now, and we're looking to expand. We tried this year doing it as a mentorship programme, and we're looking to add different legs to the programme, and yeah, just go from there. What motivates me is that every person you meet can kind of bring something to you, as in help you build your character, you can learn something from, and I've learnt so much from the time that I spent with the young people that I've worked with, and even, you know, when I come across a new patient, each of their stories are unique, and I learned something. When I was 14, I was diagnosed with scoliosis, which is a curvature of the spine. After you have your operation, people recover over different time periods, but for me, my recovery was quite long. I found it quite difficult. I also had to have a back brace for 6 months. You have a back brace and people looking at you as a teenager, it just teaches you, that actually, aesthetics and looks aren't everything, and so it's taught me a lot about how to deal with patients better, how the patient might be feeling, and given me a better sense of empathy. I don't feel that you should ever listen to people telling you that you can't do something. A lot of people along the way would tell me that I had to work harder, or I wasn't, intelligent enough to get there, and often that stings. Instead of making it demoralise you, just think, actually, okay, maybe they have a point. Why do they think that? Let's correct this and move on. We only have so much time, so just try and squeeze as much out of the time that we have, really. Just cram it all in, and if you're tired, you can sleep later on.